Hi, friends. How y'all doing today? Looks like it's busy at the park today. It's nice out. Gotta get out of the house, people. Yeah, gotta get out of the house. Yeah, I've been had a lot going on. A lot going on in my mind. You know, can't fix crazy. You gotta live with it. And yeah. So let me get my fill. I should be sponsored by those guys. So much I fucking drink this shit. But anyway, coping. You know, we're coming out of a pandemic, people. Still kind of in it. We're not like fully out of the clear, fully out of the water. And yeah, you still gotta be smart about it, even though I don't ever see us getting locked down again. And people are really pushing on, not wearing face masks and everything. Like, we're not locked down. Like, social gatherings are still to a minimum, but, you know, um, you gotta deal with it. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Like, I might be wrong, but I predicted it dragging out for a year or two, or maybe even 3 more. Like, life's how it is, and I totally get it. And a lot of people aren't, you know, when I can notice it, and people aren't mentally completely there, kind of hitting a lower depression, and you know, letting life get at the better of them. And I've my life's changed completely from years ago. Like, I used to be out all the time. I used to like have a Friday night where it's like, oh, I gotta go out. I have to rush out of work so I can make it to the bar or whatever. And it's just like, I wish I would have never gotten that anxious body. I wish I would have learned how to save more money back then to help me grow further than I was here today. But I used to be, oh, I got the money, and people that didn't have money are always like, oh, I'll be your friend. And it's funny, like, all the things I've gone through in the past years. It's like, where are you at, people? Where are you at? You were all my friends before. Now I had a lone life, and I get it. And I always had the idea to have the crazy be my sales niche in life, and well, that crazy got the better of me, I guess. And I completely support therapy. And somebody was giving me shit about being in. Well, I'm not currently, but I'm going back to therapy. And I was in therapy. Just shit happened, and they were making fun of me in mental health, and it was like, the only reason I need to see a therapist because I deal with stupid people like you all day. It's like, you know, people that make fun of it don't really have a strong mental health, and it's you can see it, and it's kind of it's just, I don't get it sometimes. And but it's just how it is. And like, people that are using drugs and alcohol to cope with things, it's just, it's sad. Don't make it a habit. Like, if it's just, for a few weeks, fine, but don't make it a habit. Make it daily to weekly to monthly to yearly, and you got to break the habit sometimes. And you know, like, I've had to. Absolutely sucks not having crushes. And, I'm a big advocate about weed. Can't smoke weed right now, my friends. And like, I've noticed it used to help my muscles loosen up, calm my head. Granted, I got a little paranoid off of it. My paranoia is way down. Well, no, not really. I'm just, my past is eating that up. And, being free to talk about it, being free to open it. And, I'm in a certain point. I got a lot of stress out, and I'm not handling it so super well, and just trying to find the balance and trying to figure it all out, and trying to make do with what I got, and trying to this pandemic, I don't hang out with anybody. It's not like I probably would be hanging out with anybody in the first place. Maybe a little bit more, But it's just like, you know, I'm still kind of doing the CDC recommendations from one lockdown. It's like, you know, and yeah, well, there's really not much to do besides go to work, and you have a few hobbies and do the hobbies, and you know, it's never been one to go out. Now I'm really not going out because I've been in treatment. It would probably be bad. And yeah, being the sober guy in the room is not always the best. But anyway, you just don't put yourself in the situations. And yeah, I get it. I see some people like going through shit that I've gone through, and heartache and not knowing what's up and feeling need to have people around. I've came to the conclusion is you really don't need people around to actually be happy. The whole point of loneliness sucks, but you usually can work through it. And if you can't entertain yourself by yourself, how are you gonna entertain yourself with other people? And that's kind of one of those other problems I've been having. I never watch Netflix. I've been getting into Netflix, and been a lot bummier. But Brandon, great old state of Wisconsin. You have a nice cold winter unless you have a snowmobile or something. You're really just inside all the time. And now that it's starting to be nice out, the sun's shining, and hopefully spring will kind of help me out a little bit because I got a lot of projects. I'm horticulture guy now, and got a yard. I don't live in a yard. I got my cement garden I want to work on, but still a little too cold for that. But I get to redo my aunt's yard. She has no clue what she's in for. I've been working on it, scheming, but it's been not the best weather, and I'm not sitting outside starting something and make it look like, and getting partially through it and stopping. And yeah, but it's time. You work through things. It slowly gets better. And you know what? I have horrible moments, so don't ever credit me to being this almighty person that has the word of the voice. I like to make these videos. It helps me mentally. It's kind of therapeutic for me to talk about it, and it might help some random person. And I really wish I could be further in life. My setbacks, man. And I was a bad boy. So really never did anything too horrible, but what mark on my record, and could turn that around. And I used to love hanging out in the city, because when I came home, dude, nobody wanted to fuck with me. Then all of a sudden, everybody was cool with me again, and it's like I'm not really cool with anybody. I still remember people being a dick to me. Yo, we break off. I like seeing little homies that I had back in the day, dude, and surpass me and do better than me. I'm not necessarily doing bad at all. I'm just kind of in a lull with life where I know I could be doing better, but I'm perfectly fine with where I'm at right now. And it's that time it will grow. More experiences will come to me. But right now it's just my mental health. Not a lot of people know me from years ago. There's a few people that know me from years ago, and people got generally worried about me. And I was on K2, and it was not good. And here I am. We're out going on 5 years later, and I'm freely talking about it, and it still frightens people. And you know what? It straight off fucked up my head and my thinking and my mentality, and just the recovery part of the process has been a struggle to me too. And it's just all till you live through it, you really don't know about it. And I haven't lived through other addictions that I've known people to get through, and I don't know other people's problems, and a lot of people's problems they honestly don't know. And I know I got problems. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one, like I like to say. And it's all time work. Somebody doesn't go downhill and go right back uphill. Yeah, you can you can fix stuff, but it's longevity, it's the whole rewiring because of a certain situation. Like, you might get locked up, you might not be able to do said per crutch. You're gonna get out and you're gonna go do it right away because all you're gonna be thinking about that whole time is like, man, fuck it, I'm going back to it. Been there, done that. I've lived that kind of life. And yeah, like I've can't stress during this pandemic how mental health is very strong, and you need, or it's very very important to have control of it. And honestly, I think everybody should see a therapist. At least once a month. It's good to let go. It's good to let build up frustration. It's definitely the people that don't have people around. Like, I know a lot of people in my situation, they got themselves, and like they got a few people, but usually when you're with your friends, like unless it's a trusting friend, you're not trying to rant. Like, like I don't even like to rant to my family like I do on here, because when you're around certain people, you gotta act strong, and it's perfectly fine to let your guard down, but you don't want to see them when you don't see certain people all the time. Definitely nowadays during the pandemic, you don't want to like let your guard down and just make it a horrible experience for them. You're gonna want to talk good. You're gonna want to do certain things to make them feel good, make them feel happy. Like, like usually I'm the drunkest one at my family get-togethers, and this year I wasn't. I didn't drink at all, and I got a few compliments, and you know, it's crazy how you'll work so hard for something, and it's certain people will see it, will notice it, and certain people don't say shit about it, and I almost feel like I'd rather have nobody say anything about it than actually say something about it, because then it just brings up like, oh, thanks for making me feel like a fuck up. It's just like another thing that I've been stemming in my brain is, when you do something so hard and you do things for other people and you just kind of get shot down on credit, and like you get ideas taken, and it's like I've had a lot of great ideas, and I've seen them and put in use, but it's not from me, and I don't get a thank you or any credit from just like, I can do the footwork. It's just, the way I think about it, like I was thinking about it the other day when I'm just getting sick of my phone. It's like I ain't making money off picking up my phone. Why do I need to pick up my phone? Like, these phone calls aren't helping me pay my phone bill type shit. And it's like I block numbers. Like, I got people out of there. I always felt bad about it, but you know what? It's been done to me. People don't like talking to me, and hey, listen to me. I'm a ranter. I like to talk. And that's just why I kind of feel like I need to get back in the sales sometimes. But it's all an adjustment process. And, the only reason I always have in the back of my head is like I want to keep doing better, because I see people put in situations not given better opportunities to embrace it, grow, be better with it. And yeah, like I was watching some videos on the Homeboy Cafe. I think it's cafe. Yeah, it's a cafe. But then this triggered an idea for me. Like, I was talking about how I was setting up a goal plan with let's keep them out of the picture. But I'm supposed to set up a goal plan on my process of success through treatment. And I was like, well, I want to make a goal to help me look on at the light at the end of the tunnel, that's beyond this, to show that hey, like I wanna grow. I wanna have something to look forward to, and not just be dealing with all this chaoticness throughout my days, my life, and it's and yeah, and I was thinking hard, and it was like, oh, I brought this up to a buddy of mine yesterday, and he told me I should deal with growing. Start something for, second chance program, like, felons, gang members, people that want to get out of that life, get a steady paycheck, and it's like, be proud of what they came from, and or proud of where they're going, not where they came from. I'm sorry, reworded that wrong, or worded that wrong to say anyway. You get my gist, and or like I have such a background. I've made T-shirts. I've been a chef. I've grown. I've shipping. Well, that's not really gonna do too much unless it's like an employee-owned business. It's not really gonna help lifelong skills on showing you how to ship and receive. But the point is, like, then I was thinking about somehow entangle all of them together, like, cause without plants to eat, you have less to cook. So maybe I can entail that somehow in my life, and so that's where my kind of goal is from. Always being the black sheep, always being the underdog, and trying to have some goals. Like, and I could have I could have been successful at many, many things, and look at me, I'm a fucking loser, and I still couldn't be successful at many things, and it's just like I've given up working on my music all the time, doing that, and just kind of I've lost passion for that. I've lost passion for a lot, but this also kind of like, hey, life's kicked me in the ass, and mentality is just not good sometimes, and things could be worse, things could be better, and I'm trying to pull it all together and trying to do something with my life and trying to come back to some conclusion of what I want for my future. Like, dude, I got people that love their futures. They're settling down, love their careers, and it's just like, I've wanted to do my career in a different aspect, but it's not legal right now. I've always been an advocate for it, and it should be legalized because it would help mental health big time, I think, and it would, there's a lot of people in the state that would get released from some stupid shit that they shouldn't, like, worse. And it's just like, well, granted, you got the people getting released because of COVID and everything, but it's like prison reform is another thing. I've always wanted to be in politics, but the whole point is I have to build myself up once again. If I wouldn't have fucked up years ago, I could have maybe took this platform and went farther with it, but I got knocked down because I was a dumbass, and you get knocked down, and just struggles to get back up are always the hardest. Like, I didn't drive for 3 years between, I was getting high off K2, and thrown in a situation. I stole the car, and I didn't want to drive. I was a little paranoid because I got in an accident like a dumbass, and I relied on people, and I should have never relied on people. I don't like having people help me. I don't like that aspect of it, and that's why I'm like very headstrong on not wanting help now, even though, like, hey, I need to get my anger in control. I have a bad temper. Get all the little past paranoias and mental healthness, depression, and all that anxiety, and it's just, it jumps back and forth to your mindset, and just trying to get it back level and be level with life. And I've had people look up to me greatly, and now it's just like I look up to them because I've gotten out of this situation, and I could have been farther, but it's just how far they've came. It's like, man, I could have been that, and they're younger than me, and it's just like, little homies, I'm proud of you. And it's just like, I always feel like I'm playing a catch-up game in life, and it's just like, I should be farther. I should have nicer things. I shouldn't have so many problems. I should be settled down, and hey, maybe I'm not supposed to be. Maybe I'm meant to be single right now in life. And I'm kind of fine with it. I kind of don't want to play the dating game, because, dude, what happens when I date a girl? Fall head over heels for her. I'm very good at doing that. And she just leaves. She's not happy. And I get crushed. Because I've always been told I love too hard. And I care too hard. And so on and so forth. And it's just like, It sucks sometimes. But that's sort of like I was saying, I made a post really, hey, you're not the only one feeling lonely. Like, there's a lot going on right now. People can't see their families, and the world's in chaos. And now we have a national threat against by Russia, and it's just like, yo, when is it ever gonna end? But the world is a crazy place, and there's always a lot more going on than we even realize. There's a lot that gets hidden from us, and yeah, and the way to look at it, I guess, is you know, do the best you can in the day and hope for better tomorrow. Keep working, keep grinding, keep trying to succeed, people. And I'm placing these. I'm calling them chapters because life is a novel, and I'm not coming out with some title for each video. It's just gonna be a chapter description. I might put something, but I need to start working on these more because everyone is just a little. It's content. It's content. You have to be consistent with content. You have to be consistent helping people. Give them ideas for content. Like, yo, people are thieves. People take credit for shit. Like, yo, man, I've been wronged by people, but I've also wronged people, and I get loud. I get angry. There's a reason I do. Sometimes people don't want to listen to you, and you want your voice to be heard. We've seen this how much, and there's a lot of things that need to be changed. But in order for you to be able to change things around you, to build up your community, to help your community grow, to help people around you, you need to grow yourself, and consistently growing, consistently working, consistently grinding, consistently leveling up, consistently doing better. Because every action you put into it, every action is going to help you get bigger and better. And it's going to help people around you. And I really want to see my community flourish. Like, I was watching a video, top 10 reasons not to move to Milwaukee. It's like Milwaukee used to be like the industrial city, used to be the city to live in back in the day. And, granted, every city has their problems. And, it's just like, I want to see the community grow back up. Milwaukee love. And it's just like, I haven't hung out in the city in a while. But it's probably better for me not to, because I've been around the block a few times, we'll say. More and more I talk about it, I might be on somebody's radar. Hey, I ain't trying to be on nobody's radar. Like, I'd rather help somebody, but hey, man, you only can have a few guns pointed at your head to start kind of, realizing, hey, man, I probably should get out of these situations. And, hey, man, I've had it from both sides, good, the law and not the law. And it's just like, nah, man, like, I've laughed a few times, but also I've honestly, when I'm upset and I'm down, I joke about things and I laugh and I make jokes and basically almost pissed myself a few times. Not common for the amount of guns I've had put to my head in one said person's life. So it hasn't been for a while. So we're gonna keep this on a good path and keep working towards the future on this. And thank you for watching my video if you fully watched this through. And now I appreciate you, my hooligans, trying to get motivated to at least put a song or two out this maybe week. I don't know. I just don't feel it anymore. It's like, I'm good at it, but I feel like I got ADD and I can't sit down and write. I'm better with the freestyles. But side note, go enjoy this beautiful day, even though my videos can probably be up after this beautiful day is done with, but spring is on the way. So, as a goal for spring, set goals out for yourself. Do things that you haven't done before. I'm perfectly fine being in treatment. There has been years and years and years and years of me added up just being fucked up. I can take a break from it, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe for good. Maybe you don't know how it's gonna go, but do something that you don't think you would ever do. Go start a goal that you wanted maybe years ago and revisit it, rekindle that relationship with that dream. Do things that you wanted to do or used to do. There's no reason why you can't do it. Doesn't matter how old you are, you still got life, you still got air in your breath. If you don't got much longer, you think, hey, this is the best time, now is the best time to start this. You know, death is a part of life, and we're wasting away the clock till it happens to all of us. But to my friends, stay peaceful, stay humble, stay up, keep grinding. I feel like I should be done with this nice long little spiel and a reel and a meal. I don't know. Plus, I got other things I want to do today. Besides, talk to you. Thoroughly recording myself and staring at myself recording. Because there's people walking around like he's talking to himself. But it doesn't matter. I'm doing me, so go do you. Hate is gonna hate. Remember that one. That was for a special one. But anyway, I got some goals and dreams I want to work on. It's just, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? When will I start it? How I'm gonna do it? But gotta find passion somehow, somewhere. And here we are, my friend. Stay peaceful, stay safe. Talk to you next time. Hooligans. Bye, my friends.